Okay, so I have a jar that I specifically use to hold my tea. And of course, before you put anything in it, you want to cleanse it physically, and then also cleanse it like spiritually, I would say, or energetically. You can use sage or anything else that you like to use to cleanse your objects. You can also use selenite. I have this piece of selenite that I like to hold items on top of, just to cleanse the items and, you know, put all the good energy in there. So I have it on top of this jar. I already have a mixture made, but I wanted to use the rest of the materials that I have because I really don't have a whole bunch of herbs to add to this. But let's just get right into it. So you get your jar. One of the main herbs that you want to use is blue lotus flower. It comes from Egypt, and it's a flower that it nocturnally blooms, I guess you can say, meaning that it opens up with the moonlight, which makes sense because it helps to open your third eye chakra. So it's a really pretty flower. And I only have one flower left. You can definitely just make this tea with this flower. You can get it in the whole form or also kind of broken up. I always like to get it in whole form and break it up myself. So we're just going to add that. I'm rubbing the herbs as I'm putting them in here to activate the flower, activate the energy inside of them. So just breaking that up. And they're also breaking it up so that it can spread more. And this little middle piece, you can just put this whole middle piece in there. So that's the first thing I'm doing. Then I'm gonna add in some lavender. Of course, we know lavender is perfect for the third eye, crown chakra, any of the higher chakras. Really great for helping you to sleep in general and to be more calm and relaxed. So I mentioned you all, I do not have any rhyme or reason to how I measure the herbs. Just try to keep it pretty much even. Next, I'm gonna add, I haven't always added roses, but I really like to bring in more soft energy, feminine energy, nurturing like energy, which is feminine. And I attribute rose to the moon energy as well, which is feminine. Plus, it just gives it a nice taste because the herbs that we're using are not the most flavorful herbs. Some of them are super strong, and these are just the more, you know, cute floral. Plus it just makes it so pretty, you all, to add them. So I'm adding in some rose petals. Now, another, what do you call it? Like third eye chakra herb that I like to use. It's really popular. I do not have a lot of it. I actually grow it in my garden, and I do not have any of it available because it's winter time. But I have some mugwort. I only got a small amount left, but there was still some in here. I'm gonna just dump all of it in here. And if I was to say what I use as far as the most, I would say definitely I probably put more mugwort than anything because it really doesn't have too much of a taste. I think the blue lotus has a little bit of a taste to it, but the mugwort is kind of like just a herby taste. It's not super strong. Now, because I do not have a lot of more mugwort available in this mixture, and I don't have a lot of blue lotus, I am going to add a third herb, which is calea zacatechichi. It's a Mexican dream herb. This stuff is super strong. I usually do not add it to my mix, but I have not been drinking my tea consistently every night, and I'm looking to get back into it and kind of jumpstart this third eye opening, healing, happiness. So we're gonna add her just because she is a dream herb. So it's super strong, yeah. I typically like to smoke calea zacatechichi if I'm gonna do anything, because tasting it in a mix is really strong. But hopefully the lavender and the rose will help it to go down a little bit easier. So I'm adding some more lavender to this to help balance out the strongness of the herbs. And it's such a pretty, beautiful, it just has a nice floral taste and not like nasty floral, but it's just a nice taste to add to your tea. So I kind of sort of want to just add all of this. I'm going to just add all of it. We're cleaning up, right? We're using what we got, baby. So I got 2 empty jars now. It's just gratifying sometimes to finish off your herb jar. So I have my selenite. You can hold it over your mix to help cleanse your mix even more. You can even take a crystal like a clear quartz. I would first, of course, physically cleanse the clear quartz and just hold your intentions into it and say what you want to get out of this mix, and then add it to the herbs. And clear quartz amplifies energy anyway, so I feel like it will help with amplifying whatever intentions you have. Clear quartz also holds your intentions more and helps to amplify those intentions. So whatever energy you put into the clear quartz, it's going to keep emitting their energy out more and more because it's an amplifier. So you can add that to your herb mix. I'm going to actually cleanse this and do that. I'll be right back. So you're probably wondering why I have this Sharpie. What I do is I write an intention inside any jar that I'm using, and I also write on the bottom. So I wrote in here, I trust the synchronicities. I trust the synchronicities that show up in my daily life. Yeah, I just wanted to, this was my first intention that I had with using this. It's just really trusting what I see and allowing myself to really be like, okay, this is God talking to me, this is the universe talking to me, this is my angels and higher self and God's talking to me, and really believing it and trusting it and seeing it every day because it's all around us. And that's kind of what I feel like is one of the great things about opening up your third eye, is that you just get so tapped into spirit more and to trusting your intuition. So I have it on the top. On the bottom, I wrote, and I need to rewrite it because it's kind of fading a little bit, but I wrote, and I can't even read it. Let's see. I put in here, my mind is free. Okay, let me rewrite this. My mind is free of resistance. Yeah, that's what I wrote. Resistance, and open to all possibilities. And then I'm just gonna put in the middle, I trust myself. I trust myself. And I always like to put like thank you. Putting that out there to the universe, to myself, to everything. So I put, my mind is free of resistance and open to all possibilities. And I put like a little eye on there. I don't even know if y'all can see that, but it has like a little eye, like the third eye, or the evil eye maybe, but really it's like the third eye. And I put, I trust myself, thank you. You can also write something on the top. What I really like to do, I've never put a crystal in here to help amplify, but I'm going to do that right now. But what I really like to do is put this out, put my herb mixture out during the full moon. I really feel like using the full moon energy is amazing if you're doing something to help you with your sleeping, help you with your third eye, your intuition. The moon is going to help get into those more the emotional self, you know, the receiving self. And I'm a Cancer, so it just makes sense. But today we're going to use this crystal, so I'm just going to take some time to hold it and just put my intentions in here off camera, and then I'm going to show you all how I like to make the tea. Okay, so I've got my clear quartz. I'm going to add this to the mix. And I have this cute little spoon. It has Hello Kitty on it. I don't even know if y'all can see that, but I love Hello Kitty. My mom got it for me. Love you, Mom. So I'm just gonna mix this mixture up and have it around my clear quartz crystal. As you can see, it's a really pretty mixture. If you're not a tea person, you definitely can roll this up and smoke it before you go to sleep. I've done that before, but I would say add like some mullein because that's good for your lungs. If you're gonna be smoking something, add mullein to it. But I like it as a tea because it just helps you to sit down and reflect and just take your time drinking it before you go to sleep. And I like that. So I keep this spoon in here and cover it up. And I actually like to keep this by my bed because sometimes I do forget to make my tea, and having this by my bed is a great reminder to do it. I'm gonna write some more stuff on this jar just to, you know, keep adding those intentions in there, and then I'll show you all how I like to make this tea. All right, so I suggest that you get a mug that you specifically use for your nighttime tea. I don't just use it for that, but like I always use it for my nighttime tea. So I have my mug. If you're gonna make it in a pot, get you a little strainer like this and just strain it in there. And the way I do is I start trying to do this. Strain it in there. I got my tea. It looks pretty dark. That's how you want it to look. You definitely don't want to burn it. You just want to let it have a nice slow simmer. You can also use a little tea ball like this. I'll do this sometimes if I just don't feel like paying attention to the stove, because it's been plenty of times where I make this tea, I get in my bed and I fall asleep. My husband's like, really? You got stuff on the stove burning. So you can use a tea ball or you can use this, and this is how it turned out. Show you all better lighting. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I hope you all found this video helpful. I got the original recipe from, oh my gosh, L9 Shop is the name of his shop, but I forgot his YouTube. Ali, I know his name is Ali. I'll send a link down below of his original video where he showed just 3 herbs that he used, which is the blue lotus, the calea, zacatechichi, and the mugwort. And then I added in other herbs to it to help with the flavor and to just bring more vibes that I wanted to bring. So one of the main things that you get from using this tea is dream recall, meaning that you're able to remember your dreams more. And the whole point, I feel like, of dreams is to help us throughout our regular waking life. And when you use this tea, as you're drinking it, you can set the intention that I'm going to remember my dreams. I'm going to see the synchronicities in my dream of how my dream is connecting to my regular life. And also you can use it as a way to do lucid dreaming, meaning you're more conscious of what's going on in your dream, and you can control the dream. And also you can use it to help you to connect to your higher self. To some people like to do more astral travel, meaning like connecting with other entities, other people in their dreams. As you start to use it more, you start to strengthen that third eye and open yourself up more to it. But it's definitely something that you should ritualize, meaning doing it every day, having a bedtime routine and things like that, which I will discuss that in another video. Something else is the calea zacatechichi. That stuff is super strong. I almost forgot how strong it was because I do not put it in my teas anymore, but I did it for this video. It's very strong. It has a very distinct taste. It's not something you could just sip and be like, oh, this is lovely. No, y'all, it's strong. So I would say make your first batch without it, and maybe make 1 cup with a little bit of it in there and see if you can handle it. Add more of the lavender, more of the rose. You can add chamomile as well to your mixture. I forgot to say that. And that may help the taste, but it is a very strong tea, y'all, when you add the calea zacatechichi. The calea. When you add that, it's very strong taste. So just beware. I warned you, okay? But you can definitely get away with using the mugwort and the blue lotus, or the mugwort by itself, or the blue lotus by itself. You do not have to use all of them combined. You can just use one and kind of see how that works for you. But the calea, although it is strong, like last night when I drank it for the first time in a very long time, like as soon as I lay down, like I started to just feel it taking its shape. And I did have a dream that was very much in sync with my regular life. Like it was weird as hell. Like I don't know if my life created the dream, or the dream was just, I guess it was just reflecting something, but it went deeper. I don't want to go into it. People don't want to hear about your dreams, child. But yeah, I hope that helps you all. I just wanted to put that clarity. Beware of the calea because the taste is strong. And the whole purpose of using this tea is to strengthen that third eye, help you to become more in tune with your own energy, and to also connect you to higher realms, higher ways of thinking, and higher perspectives. But really it's to get you in tune with yourself and to strengthen your own intuition. And your dreams are going to show you things, reveal things that you can use throughout your waking life. So keep that in mind. You can manifest a lot in your dream. You can reveal so much in your dreams. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy the series. We're going to continue doing it. Thanks for watching.